So, donate today for a free Gulpee. A lot of guests are gonna give this a go today, it looks like. Maybe I should have closed that off. Don't want them seeing how the sausages are made. Some nice donations there. Bit of goo on the floor. Bit messy, but get the idea. Hi there, and welcome back to Planet Coaster. I've been absent from the game for a couple of weeks due to the intensive 2-week beta for Planet Zoo. That was a lot of fun, but it's been nice to get back into Planet Coaster for a while. The build controls for Planet Zoo haven't been quite ironed out yet, so working on something in Planet Coaster, just the ease of knowing what works, how to achieve a certain look, that's been a good change for this week. So, what have I been working on? I jumped back into Macandie Valley Park. As you can see here, it's got a lot of development still needs doing. This is a mini park I started about a month or so back to explore what's possible with all of the sugar themed pieces we have in the game. One mistake I have made, I set this up on a standard deciduous biome, and well, what I should have done is set this up on a custom biome so I'd have access to a few more varieties of the terrain paints. So, for example, this section here, I wanted to create a roller coaster based on the Candyland board game. For that to look right, I need to have the snow terrain paint, and there's a couple of other terrain paints that I want to use too. To get those terrain paints, I'm going to have to save everything I've worked on so far here, start a new custom park, and import all that over, redoing the terrain and the paths. I'm still deciding if that's worth the effort. If I do carry on with this park though, I know it will niggle me throughout the whole build, so it might be worth doing. So this week I've worked on a Gulpee Factory ride skin. My idea for this, if you've ever watched Futurama, there's an episode where they do a parody on Charlie and the Chocolate Factory with a Slurm factory. That's the, this toxic green energy drink in Futurama. I thought something similar to that would fit quite well with a Gulpee Factory theme, with a sort of similar dystopian style backstory. So my Gulpee Factory, from the outside it looks like a pretty average factory. I took influence from traditional Victorian red brick factories, which I think's worked quite nicely. A couple of things I've added here. I've got these bright green water towers in the delivery area back here. They're meant to represent storage silos for like excess Gulpee or concentrated Gulpee. And there's this futuristic looking chimney stack. I wanted something a little different up here, and the sci-fi metal pieces have worked quite well to give it that sort of factory, a bit of a something's not quite right look from the outside. Around this side I added an extra access door, so it's the same pattern as the opposite side, the whole wall, but changing up some of the details gives the factory a little more depth and realism. It's actually pretty bare around here. My plan is to build a Gulpee themed restaurant around this side and fill in all this empty space. Around this side I've added a fire escape using the city block pieces we got with the Ghostbusters DLC. To be honest, if I had the time, I would love to build a whole city block park using the city pieces, but with Planet Zoo launch just around the corner, I don't think I'll have time to explore this idea. Planet Coaster may well be taking a back seat for a while once Planet Zoo is officially launched, and there's a couple of other construction games launching soon that I would like to look into as well. So the true horror of this ride theme is realised inside the factory. You'll notice on the entrance here, I've got these signs, donate today for free Gulpee. Yeah. So, the ride, back here is the Psychola Flat Ride. I've themed this so it appears that the secret Gulpee ingredient that, gives it the great taste and energy boost you'd expect from an energy drink, well, it isn't caffeine. They actually harvest excitement from people through the intensity of the ride. This is extracted and blended with a mixture of liquids in this laboratory back here, which is then sterilised in these tanks. The Gulpee then makes its way up these pipes and into the bottling plant, where the bottles are filled with the Gulpee goodness. Then they make their way down the production line to be packaged up by staff, and then obviously ready for distribution across the Planet Coaster world. I thought it'd be fun here to have a bit of the concentrated Gulpee secret formula escaping, and so pooling around the ride. The brain sitting in the bottle in the middle of the ride. Now, I thought that fit in quite well with the theming too. If I'm honest, that's what gave me the idea for this ride in the first place. So yeah, the entirety of this ride skin was built around this little brain in a bottle that comes with the Cycola ride. So in this build, I've made use of a couple of the Thememaker's Toolkit items. First off, the drink bottle display by JayReplay. Also by JayReplay are these Gulpee Barrel Coolers. I figure this is where the guests that have kindly donated their energy through the extraction process, well, this is where they collect that free bottle of Gulpee in return. The other Thememaker's Toolkit item I've used is this forklift truck by Hendrik. Now, I absolutely love this forklift. I've tried a couple of times to make my own forklift with the game pieces, but it's never looked quite right. The pieces that come in the game are way too big to handle something that's this intricate. I think this is a great size and it fits in perfectly with the theming here. So I hope you like this weird and wonderful ride skin. Quite fitting I've created this just in time for Halloween, so, you know, might do well if you want to put it in your Halloween park. The whole build is available on the Steam Workshop. There's a link to that in the description below. That's it for this week, so until next time, cheers for watching, bye for now.